As we rejoin Mr. Bill on his Rocket 3 project, we learn of the changing valve clearance dilemma. Meerkat.
It may not have been done correctly at the machine shop, and I hope it's just me not understanding exactly what I'm looking at, but I wanted to pull some of these out and do some measuring.
When you say these, what do you mean by these?
The buckets, the cam buckets. Because every time I put these cams in and take a measurement, and then I take them out and put them back in, I get different measurements. And it's random. It's not all of them, but it's like the last time it was 7 of them.
Are you turning the engine or anything?
Yes, I've been turning the engine over when I had it all in, I had it all cam timed and everything. And I thought, well, I should take one more measurement since the last measurement was with the cams in it while the head was out. You know, the cams have to be the cam lobes have to be facing away from the buckets and the shim, so you're at the lowest point. And so every time I have measured them, I've had the cam facing away like it should be. I had the cam ladder torqued to 10 Newton meters like it should be, and I don't understand why I'm getting a different number. So I'm doing a little investigating right now to see if there's something wrong underneath here with maybe the retainers or something. I don't know.
If he ground too much off of the valve at the machine shop.
Right, if too much of the valve stem was removed when he was trying to save me from having to buy all new shims. If this is
too low, it's not touching,
and the little pin inside here isn't touching that to me is a problem. So I'm going to do some measuring right now and see how it is.
But if it was too low and it wasn't touching, how does that give you a different reading on your thing each time?
Spring's not coming back up all the way. I don't know how it could be different. They're coming out tighter each time I remeasure them, and I don't know why.
So Mr. Bill measured the distance between here and here, right, Mr.
Correct.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that was like what point? What was that?
The depth right there was point 0.075.
Then he measured the depth around,
and the little pin that's in the bucket,
and the pin that's in the bucket,
and that was 0.08.
So the bucket's deep enough
that the pin is touching on top of the valve.
So that should not be the problem.
There should be no issue there. Correct.
So was that one reading differently?
Yeah, these two were reading differently. There was 5 that were reading differently after we put the head in.
So
I'm just trying to eliminate possibilities.
He eliminated a problem that he thought that maybe that was not touching on this particular one.
Correct.
And if it had a different reading and the other ones have a different reading, it's probably not going to be, the other ones are probably going to be touching too. There's something else causing it.
Right. I want to check these 3 that I have apart. So
he's going to check so if you get 3 of them for sure that are reading
correctly,
that are got the right depth that will touch, then you know that's not the problem.
So that's not the problem then. Correct. Yeah.
Voila. Well, he's checked 2 on this side, and both of them are deep enough, so it should not cause a problem. In the missile career field, we actually had a saying for this. I had an acronym that went for this, and we may find that is true also. Mr. Bill, would you like to know what that acronym is?
Yeah, it's probably got to be something about the operator.
OHS, Operator Headspace. It's about time for me to head home. So, Mr. Bill?
We got the cam back in. All the shims are in. We just finished timing the cams and the timing chain. I'm actually holding my finger on the little paddle inside there that keeps the timing chain tight as we check this a little bit, and it's looking pretty good. Our little keeper tool slides in and out perfectly. Our arrows are where they're supposed to be. And our crank, God, I hope our crank didn't move. Our crank is where it's supposed to be. So we're in good shape.
Yeah, we had the chain unhooked, so it shouldn't have.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so we're good. So what I'll do after you go home is I'll, make it stay together, and I'll give it about a dozen rotations and make sure everything's still in alignment, and then I'll do another valve inspection.
Okay, there you go. You got it from Mr. Bill. We're going to be done by springtime. Bye-bye. Stay tuned on this channel for part 2 of motorcycle recalls. I'm just about finished with that. Join me and my friends at Flat Cap Cafe Racer for riding and racing. Please subscribe.